All right, everybody, welcome back to Antietam National Battlefield and my Burnside Bridge loop test for FSD supervised version 12.5.2.1. Heck of a release to go wide, actually. Today it went out to both this 2021 Hardware 3 Model 3 Performance and my wife's 2021 Hardware 3 Model Y Long Range. Now, what we're looking for is a hopefully successful test of the Burnside loop here in Antietam National Battlefield. So here in a second, this should pop back up and say we have a direction and a heading. And as soon as it does, I'm going to go ahead and let FSD do its thing. So now we do want to be conscious of other people in the park. There are other cars coming and there's somebody behind me. I don't want to let FSD go too slow. It was going about 10 miles an hour there, but the guy behind me is actually going even slower, so that's fine. Historically, this road, if you've watched these videos, has a lot of issues. This has been a problem child in very early versions of FSD where other cars were coming on. It would just stop. It was uncomfortable with the fact that there are no shoulders. But now that we have progressed through FSD versions, it's doing much better. And actually, this drive right now, in the real time that I'm talking to you, this is the smoothest it has ever gone through this portion of this loop. I have never seen it do this smoothly. I am incredibly impressed so far. Now, we are coming up to a stop sign where we have a stop and the oncoming traffic from our right does not. They have the right of way. FSD has made a mistake here once or twice, where a vehicle was coming and it's very difficult to see up this hill, and it doesn't see anybody, so it's going to go. Nobody was coming, so that's good. But it has made a mistake once or twice where it cut somebody off. Now we're very aggressively coming up this hill. That was one of the quickest accelerations off of that stop sign I've ever seen. And then we almost immediately slow down because we have crests of hills that just kind of disappear off into the void. Now, this is a one-way road with no markings, and FSD has had a hell of a time trying to figure this road out. 12.5, specifically what we're on, 12.5.2.1, this is, without a doubt, and this is the very first time I've experienced this, the best FSD has ever done on this test. It is, so far, absolutely nailing it. It's going too fast, to be honest with you. In the past, it was so timid and so slow through here, slamming on the brakes. Okay, that's one brake slam right there because it was an interesting thing for FSD to interact with. But that's the most uncomfortable experience I've had in FSD 12.5.2.1 yet. That was okay, sure. Kind of confusing because there's stone walls, there's a statue, there's a tree really close to the road. I get it, but this is, for lack of a better term, perfect, but it's not. I mean, it's as good as it's ever been. It has never been this smooth. Now, let's see how it handles this bridge. In the past, I'm going to put my hands near the steering wheel. In the past, this bridge has been an issue. It gets too close to the wall sometimes. This time, it looks like it's going to be just fine. It's slowed down quite a bit. I mean, it was going very fast for that area, but no problem. Does it slam on the brakes right here at the gate? No. That's the first time it's not done that. Sometimes it slows down right here. No. It was perfect. If anything, we went too fast. My video is going to be too short. Okay. Now, the stop sign is about 20 feet off the road, so let's see what it does here. We'll do a NHTSA stop at the stop sign, and then we roll. We roll, we roll, we roll. We're going to look for cars. There's nobody coming, and we go. Perfect. Now, 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, guys. Perfect. It's going to speed up, though. I don't like it going too fast. It needs to slow down. See if it sees the dog. It does not see the dog. Oh, there it is. Okay. I've noticed in some of the recent versions it wasn't showing dogs, but it eventually did show the dog. This is a speed that I'm okay with. I wish that it would do 31 through all 25-mile-an-hour zones. Um, I've confirmed with GPS all three of our Teslas are 1 mile an hour faster than what it's showing. So that's actually 29 miles per hour. If you saw the video that I posted just before this one, I drove here on 12.521, and I had the same comments about the speed. This is the best it's done in a 25 mile an hour zone, to be honest with you. I've had to take over too many times already because of areas where police usually sit. They're not going to pull you over for going 5 over, but they will pull you over for doing 10 to 12 over and more. So, and FSD regularly does that. All right. Very early versions of FSD hated this intersection because you can't see to the right. It will creep up a little bit and go. Okay. It didn't even creep, it just went. This next intersection might creep because there are usually cars parked on the road to the left, which kind of block the oncoming traffic view. And so far, like I said, except for maybe going a little too fast through that last part of the park, and then the one random slam on the brakes. So far, this is basically perfect. That intersection handling was fine. It was a little slow, but there was nobody coming, so it was fine. It was verifying that it could see up the road from behind it. Now we're going the speed limit. I can't really figure out where FSD decides 25 means 25 or 25 means 40. I haven't been able to figure that out yet. It seems that if there are cars parked on the side of the road, it's going to go slower, which it as well it should. I'm absolutely shocked at the shift in quality and capability from 12.4.3 to 12.5.2.1. This is a night and day difference. 12.4.3 in Antietam National Battlefield was embarrassing. It was very bad. Go back and watch the previous FSD video that I posted from Antietam National Battlefield, and you'll see that it did not do very well. This is doing very well. I mean, we could be going a little bit faster right now, but it knows it's turning here in a minute anyway, so that's fine. Now this entrance to the battlefield sometimes trips it up because of all the gates and the things. Let's see what happens here. So these gates can confuse it sometimes. It's a little confused, and I think it's going to figure it out. Oh, okay. Here we go. We have an issue. I'm going to go ahead and nudge it forward because I don't want anybody to pull in behind us. But all right, the gate confused it. It was not sure what to do about that gate. And now we're going fast. Okay. So I would tell it to slow down. I wish I could. But the scroll wheel does nothing when you're in auto. What you have to do is disengage, get to the speed you want to be going, and then re-engage. It is very confident. I will give it that. Now again, yeah, okay, yes, I was just saying that 31 is fine in a 25, but we're in a national battlefield and people walk their dogs, walk their kids. You don't want to go much faster. 25 really means 25 for the most part. All right, so the gate was an issue. All I did was give it a little bit of electrons and it moved forward, no problem. It didn't have to take over or anything. And that's fine. This, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna have my hands near the steering wheel just in case. Previous versions had issues, and it can't see the stop sign yet. There is no stop sign. I'm sorry, there is no stop sign. We have the right of way. It should not stop. It's checking to make sure it's clear. Okay, cool. No problem. I was going to take the steering wheel because those bollards or plastic pipes in the road have confused it in the past and made it do some weird stuff. So now it's moving over for the growth on the side of the road. Previous versions had such an issue with that growth on the side of the road, it would actually come to a stop. And that was very natural. It's exactly what you would have done as a human driver. So far, I take back perfect, and I'll give it really damn good. Like, really good. This is the best, without a doubt, the best FSD through this loop has ever done. There's no other test has ever come this close to perfect. So here we are back where we started. Almost too soon. I mean, that's only 10-minute drive. I gotta look back and see what some of the other versions did as far as like a length of drive, because that was really quick. It's fantastic. All right, so we're back, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and let it determine whether or not it's going to park. I'm not going to touch anything. Let's see if it determines to park. We're here. Do you park? No, it's not going to park. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to let it continue going. We're going to end the trip. And I'm going to talk about this. So, it is, without a doubt, the smoothest, most capable version of FSD I've tested yet. And this isn't even the latest version. Another new version of FSD came out today. We're not going to get it on hardware 3 anytime soon. And maybe that's what I end up getting in my Cybertruck when it finally comes to the Cybertruck in 2 weeks. We'll see. But my goodness, is this very good. Very, very good. I am very excited to see what happens on October 10th. We have the upcoming Robotaxi event, and maybe there's other stuff happening there. They sometimes do two or more things at these events, so maybe there'll be a one more thing type of addition. But based off of this, especially compared to 12.4.3, which not even a lot of people have. Most people have 12.3.6. If you're going from 12.3.6 to this, it's incredible. I can't wait to test this in a more complicated environment. I already took it through town and stuff, and it was great. I can't wait to see it in like downtown Washington, D.C. or something like that. 12.4.3 did fantastic down in Washington, D.C. I can't wait to see what this does. Again, really aggressive start off the stop sign there. It's just so much better than it used to be. I'm absolutely gobsmacked and cannot wait to see the next few versions. So anyway, let me know what you think. I've not stopped talking this entire time because I actually had like goosebumps at one point where the hairs on my arm were standing up because it was just so damn good. It's never done this before. It's never been this good before. Easily could fool somebody into thinking that I was driving and not the car. Could easily do that. Again, the only time we had a problem was up here by this big tree. Crazy, 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 crazy. Cool. Well, hey, thanks for watching. And if you've made it this far, look out for the next couple videos. Hopefully they're going to be from my Cybertruck, because I cannot wait. Yep, same braking. I think it's the tree. I cannot wait to do FSD videos in the Cybertruck. It is an absolute joy to drive that vehicle, and making videos in that will be so much easier because it's absolutely silent. You can have a whisper conversation at highway speeds in there, and it's more comfortable than this car. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'5", 200 pounds, and I fit much more easily in my truck than I do in this car. So with that said, again, thanks for subscribing. If you're not subscribing, please do, because there's a lot of videos coming. Comments, questions, insults, whatever. I don't care. I'm just here to have fun. And I will see you in the next video really soon. I'm working on I'm working on a couple things in the back end with a couple companies, so maybe we'll have some really fun stuff. So yeah, I'll see you soon.